Secretary of State John Kerry threatening to cut off all talks with Russia unless Russian and Syrian attacks on Aleppo come to an immediate end. This, as investigators say, there's evidence that a Russian missile shot down a Malaysian Airlines. You remember that one back in Ukraine in 2014. Meanwhile, the Pentagon announcing plans today to send 615 additional troops to Iraq to help prepare Iraqi forces to retake Mosul from ISIS. Joining us now, Captain Chuck Nash. All right, Captain Nash, let me start with John Kerry and this ultimatum that he's given the Russians. When I read it, I couldn't believe it. It essentially sounds like if you don't stop tomorrow, I'm going to hold my breath and never talk to you again.
Yeah, but I'm going to hold my breath and never talk to you again about the joint agreement on Syria, which is probably written on a whiteboard somewhere so you can easily erase it. That is talk about an empty threat. I mean, it's embarrassing, Charles. It's just embarrassing.
You think, John, to your point, empty threat, empty suit. Is this
red
why,
lines?
Yeah, is this why the belligerent actors of the world have all just gone? They're all off the rails. They're all doing everything they want to do, from North Korea to ISIS to Russia to. It doesn't matter. No one is intimidated by America anymore.
That's right. Our enemies don't fear or respect us. And there's an old saying, let them hate so long as they also fear. They may hate us, but they don't fear us.
So what's Kerry going to do? The bombing isn't going to stop. What's plan B for him? He's going to end up talking to his counterpart Lavrov in a week or so. I mean, I don't get it. I just don't understand why we don't have a firmer hand there, because from what I can see in the last couple of days, they're going in for the kill. Assad and Russia are going in for the kill.
Absolutely, Charles. What they know that they've got the rebel forces in Aleppo on the ropes. And now what they're doing is they're bombing civilian infrastructure, particularly water and other critical elements, where you have people trapped in a city that's rubble now, and you're going to cut off their water, cut off what remains of the electricity, and you don't have to have a massive force to lay siege to the town. You just have to make them want to evacuate because you can't live there anymore.
I want to switch over to the news today. Additional troops heading over to Iraq for this final push in Mosul. It seems like it would be time to coincide maybe with the presidential elections. It would be a nice feather in the cap of President Obama, but Hillary Clinton has voiced opposition to having any sort of ground troops. How do you see this playing out?
Well, Charles, the president in last July said, hey, we're going to extend the mission in Afghanistan. We're going to put more troops back in Iraq. He has yet to apply to the House Armed Services Committee or the appropriators on the Hill to pay for any of this. So he's running in the troops, which is taking money out of other pockets inside DOD. So we're in there supposedly training and supporting and logistics and building up airfields, and the Iraqis, they're going to be on the tip of the spear. Yeah, they probably are going to be on the tip of the spear, but it's going to be bloody. It's not going to be pretty. And in the meantime, we continue to slow bleed out the Defense Department budget.
And there's no doubt we're going to have casualties, because I have no confidence that those Iraqi forces can do this alone, even with us helping them from behind.